Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is Carla with Why Not Me with Carla T. I actually just wanted to get on here this morning. This is day number 2 of a Facebook challenge that I'm doing. I want to go over with you all today why I love working from home, okay? I'm going to go over 3 things. There's several things is the reason why I love working from home, but I want to go over, good morning, Gina. How are you doing, dear? I wanted to go over the first one is going to be why I love working from home. One of the reasons is going to be complete control over my own hours. Actually, when you're working out well, I work in the corporate world. When you're actually working, you actually have, good morning, dear. You actually have a set schedule. Just recently, last year, I was at a company and I worked, my hours was like 8 to 5. Monday through Friday, and then we had what they called an hour lunch, which was scheduled every day from 12 to 1. So you actually have a set schedule. Working from home, you actually set your own schedule, whether you want to work part-time or full-time. First of all, that's your choice. The minimum, I would say, working from home with this business and actually being successful, I would say 2 hours minimum. And of course, if you want to put in more, that you can. When I was actually working at the hospital, working full time, I didn't mind part time. A lot of time it was in the evening, anywhere from me like 6 to 8, 6 to 9. And of course, on the weekends, if I wanted to work on Saturdays, it's usually maybe 4 to 6 hours, sometimes 8. But once again, you have complete flexibility over your hours, meaning you set your own hours. Okay, you create your own schedule. No one creates a schedule for you. The reason why I like that, though, a couple years ago, 2 years ago, I was actually at work and got a phone call, and my mother had to go to the hospital emergency room. Well, the issue is when you're actually on a job, if you don't have what they call vacation time, sick days, or even if you do, a lot of times a lot of companies don't want to let you off if it's not scheduled. So when my mother had surgery 2 years ago, it was almost 2 months later when I was actually able to go home. And in all honesty, I didn't like that. Another thing about working from home and being your own boss and having complete control of your own schedule. Just an example, if something happened to one of my loved ones now and I got a phone call, I can pack up and actually just go. I don't have to ask someone, for permission. Can I take off? Am I able to take off for a day or two? Because then they're going to ask you and they're going to need to know, are you going to be gone for a day or two? You're going to be gone for a week? How long are you going to be gone? And it can cause an issue. And when I say an issue, a serious issue, meaning that if you're working, that's your income. That's your lifeline. If you lose that, then what do? That's how are you going to pay your bills? That's stress and everything else. So that's one of the major things I do like about, like I said, working from home. You have complete control over your own hours. No one else has control over your hours, okay? Like I said, or if you're sick, like I said, in lunchtime, like I said, we had a set schedule from 12 to 1. So if I want to take a break today or go out and have lunch with someone today, I could take it 1, 2, or whenever I want to, okay? Number 2 is no commuting. No commuting, actually, I work right down the street, wasn't that far, so it really wasn't bad for 3 years. A couple of years ago, before I actually moved to the area I'm at, my commute was an hour and a half just to get to that hospital, an hour and a half to get home. So that was a total of 3 hours in commute. Not including if the weather was bad. I live in Texas, and thank God we don't actually have bad weather during the winter. But that one year, that particular winter, we had for a week, we had more like ice, like an ice storm. There was no way that I could actually get to work. So it means you'd miss like 3 days, almost a week of work. Once again, that affects your household. So no commute. I don't have to worry about that. When I wake up every day, it's as far as commute, my commute is as far as me getting out of the bed, coming in here in my office, and actually getting on here working, And of course, like I said, if I want to run errands or from out, if I choose to do my working from home, if I choose to go outside, I can and work my business. But mine is 90% online. So most of the time, as far as my commute is getting up out of my bed, and I'm actually just coming into the next room, into my office. Okay, so it's no commute. You don't have to worry about commuting. The third one is complete control over your financial status. Once again, like I said, when I was in the corporate world, you have what they call the annual performance or whatever to get a raise. A lot of companies, you don't know. It's different. Could be a nickel, could be a dime, could be 25, 50 cents, could be $1. Most of the times recently, the companies I work for, it might have been maybe about 25, 50 cent raise. I mean, how you say, yes, you're thankful for any raise that you get, but let's be honest, that's really not going to put you in a different income bracket or financial status. As far as actually working from home too with the company I'm with, I can actually give myself a raise whenever I want to, whether it's 6 months, whether it's a year, whether it's every month, whether it's every 3 months. In other words, I still have complete control of my financial status. It's actually up to me to say, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. Okay, or it's time for a raise. I want to make some more money. It's up to me to do it, and no one has control over that. Or if I want to say, okay, I want to make an extra $500, or well, in a couple months I want to give myself a raise and I want to make $1,000 more. That's strictly up to me. Once again, no one has control over that. When you're actually at a job, you have no control over that. I mean, yes, you go and you do your best or whatever, but and I don't care if you're doing 150, 120%, it doesn't matter. Once you actually are doing that, like I said, you can be doing your best. It's going to be up to them as far as that raise. You don't have no control over how much they're going to give you as far as that raise. You have no control over that. So I do like the fact that working from home and working, like I said, for myself too, I have complete control over that. It's up to me when to decide I want to raise or how much I want to, more money I want to make. That I have complete control over that. And I think the bottom line is, for me, working from home, just overall, that was important. You start feeling like, okay, when I'm working with somebody else, they're dictating my life. I want to have some kind of control over my life. And working from home, being your own boss, it's how I say, it's hard work. Actually, what I do is not hard work. The hard work is the discipline. What I do is actually pretty simple with the company I'm with, but the bottom line is you really have to be disciplined, meaning like, you have control over your own hours getting up. I mean, you actually have to get up and work though, because a lot of us, I mean, let's be honest, if you have complete control over your own hours, are you actually getting up every day and going to be doing the work? That's where the discipline and the difference come in at. But really, when you think about it, I tell people, really, when you think about it, like when I was working at the hospital, if you have a job, you make it your business to get up and be on time. Most majority of us do. I mean, and most time, like me, I would actually go there early. I usually was at work like 30 minutes an hour early because I like to prepare for the day. So in other words, is just kind of think about what you do when you're working for someone else. Would you do it for yourself? But if you think about it, why wouldn't you? I mean, if you're doing it for someone else, for their company, for they can take care of themselves and their family, why wouldn't you do it for yourself and your loved ones? That's the catch where a lot of us, you have to differentiate that, but you really have to be serious about doing it, and some people will say, oh, well, that's easy, but in reality, it's really not. Like I said, because you're not having nobody micromanage you. You're actually your own boss. You actually have to make sure, say, okay, I'm gonna get up a day. These are the hours I'm going to set. This is when I'm going to work. I want to go lunch and meet with somebody. I have time to do it here. You make your own schedule and everything. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, you have to be disciplined. Discipline is the only thing I can really think of, even for myself. So let's actually do a recap of, like I said, why I love working from home. Several more reasons I could give y'all, but that would be all day being on here. I don't have all day, and of course you don't have all day. I'm quite sure you don't. So let's do a recap over why I love working from home versus working in the office. Number one was complete flexibility over my own schedule, meaning no one sets my schedule. If I want to work full-time, part-time, if I want to work 9 to 5, 9 to 12, I set my own hours, okay? That's up to me. Number two, no commuting. Like I said, with the job I had recently, it was just actually right down the road. It wasn't far. But still, I had to actually get up out of the bed, get dressed, take a shower, and you had to get in the car and, go down the street. But the bottom line is, like I said, prior to that, I had a job at a hospital. I had an hour and a half commute there and back, so it was a total of 3 hours. I do not miss that. Please believe me, I don't. Okay, so it's no commuting. And like I said, it depends on where you live, Right now, and I still hear that some states are actually, I think I spoke to my mom yesterday, she said somebody's getting, 24 inches or something of snow. I don't miss that in all reality. Just don't get me wrong. I don't care for cold. I actually like warm weather. One of the reasons why I relocated almost 20 years ago down here to Texas. But it's no commuting. Like I said, as far as your commute is going to be, is you getting up out of your bed and going wherever you have your laptop. And sometimes I actually work from my bed because I actually just take my laptop in there. It depends. Or if I am sick and not feeling my best, You know, it's not like, okay, if I don't go to work today, I'm going to miss, you know, I'm going to miss some money. Well, actually, I can just get up, and if I want to and not don't feel well enough to get out of my bed, I still can do some work from my bed. I have my laptop. But of course, when I'm actually feeling okay, I actually just get up and, like I said, come into the office as far as my commute is. Number 3, financial freedom, which is very, very important, I would say, to all of us. When you're actually working for somebody else, like, you have no control over how much they're going to pay you. Even during the interview, you might can negotiate, but the final say is going to be up to that person, that employer. When it comes to raises, you have no control over that. And I know all of us want to, how you say, have 100% or over 100% as far as performance and working for somebody. But at the end of the day, you have no control, meaning if it's going to be a nickel, raise, a dime, 25, 50 cents. But actually being your own boss, working from home, you have complete control over your financial freedom. Whenever you want to give yourself a raise, it's up to you to say, okay, I woke up, okay, well, you know, I really want to raise, you know, there's a trip somewhere I want to go, you know, even where I'm working right now at home, I need to make some more money. Then you can give yourself a raise, whether it's $500, $1,000, like I said, just 100%, a couple $100. That, in other words, once again, you have complete control over that. I think, like I said, for me, the most important thing is just feeling that I have more control over my life versus if I'm actually working for an employer. Okay, so this, like I said, was my day number 2 of a challenge I'm doing with Michelle Ship, one of my business partners that's in our company. She had a challenge for some of us who wanted to take the challenge to do Facebook Live every day for Monday through Friday for 5 days straight. This is my day number 2. So I just wanted to say that my followers or my audience, like I said, I usually do my Facebook Live, like I said, once a week. So you actually will see me again on Saturday, but you will see me every day this week. Like I said, 'cause I'm doing a challenge. And actually, like I said, I'm not going to renege on it. If I said I actually going to do it, I'm going to do it. So that's why you're actually seeing me again today. So once again, it'll be a different topic, but I'll see you all again here tomorrow. I'll actually try to send out a message before I get on about 15 minutes if you actually want to join me. Once again, Regina, love you, dear, from back home. That's a girlfriend of mine that I knew ever since we was little girls. she's back at home, and I love you for joining me, dear. So hopefully you can join me again tomorrow, and definitely we'll actually see you on Saturday, like I said, if you're not busy. So like I said, just been another episode of Why Not Me with Carla T. Oh, and before I go, if anyone's actually interested in or open to hear some more information about working from home, you can actually find me on Facebook, or you can actually go to my website to get some more information. It's www.whynotme.com. And actually you'll get all the information you need. Once you go to my website, it'll actually have my email address, and have my telephone number, however you want to actually get in contact with me. If you're open, like I said, and interested in having an interview, or just have some questions in regard about working from home, and you're more than welcome. And also you can go to my Facebook page. I have a personal page and also have a business page, which you can actually find me. All you have to type in Carla Thornton or Carla McLean, and actually you can find me. Okay, I look forward to speaking with you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. Until next time, wishing you and yours peace, joy, and happiness. Bye, and thanks for joining me again, Gina. Love you, dear. Bye bye.